My therapist fired me, and that's when I realized she was right. I started therapy 8 months ago after my breakup with Mark shattered me in ways I didn't expect. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, and I couldn't stop replaying every moment, every conversation, every mistake I thought I made. My therapist, Dr. Hale, was gentle in the beginning. She'd say things like, "You're doing your best. You're breathing the future you imagined. You're allowed to feel this." But as months passed, something shifted. I thought I was getting better, but really, I was mastering the art of spinning excuses. Every session turned into me explaining why I couldn't move on. Why I couldn't start fresh. Why I couldn't try new routines. Why I couldn't stop stalking Mark's social media. Why I couldn't let go of the story where he comes back. I didn't realize it, but I made my pain my personality. I remember the exact moment everything broke. It was a rainy Tuesday, my least favorite kind. I walked into her office with a soggy hoodie and a headache and said, "He posted a picture. With someone new. A girl." I zoomed in on her bracelet. He bought me the same one. She folded her hands in her lap. "And what did that bring up for you?" "Anger. Betrayal. Obviously." "Okay. What did you do with that emotion?" "I spiraled." She nodded. "Calm. Too calm. And what have we been working on for months?" I felt irritated. I know. Feel the feeling, observe it, release it. But you don't get it. This is different." She took a long breath. "You say that every week." It stung. I sat back. "Are you saying I'm not improving?" She hesitated, just long enough to hurt. "I'm saying you refuse to." "Refuse?" I repeated. "I'm trying." "You're venting," she corrected. "You're unloading. Not healing." My chest tightened. "Why would you say something like that?" "Because it's the truth," she said softly. "You don't want to heal yet. You want validation that staying stuck is justified." I felt heat rising in my face. "So what, you're giving up on me now?" She closed her notebook, and something in me sensed what was coming before she said it. "I don't think I can ethically continue as your therapist." "Are you firing me?" My voice cracked. "Seriously?" "I'm referring you," she corrected, "to someone who specializes in emotional dependency and attachment trauma. You need a different style of intervention. One I cannot provide." I stared at her. "So I'm too broken for you?" "No," she said, leaning forward. "But you need to stop looking for someone to save you from your own story. And right now, you're using therapy as a shield instead of a tool." I laughed, bitter. "Wow. So much for support." She didn't flinch. "Support doesn't mean enabling." I grabbed my bag and stood, humiliated and furious. "Fine. If I'm such a hopeless case, maybe I shouldn't bother at all." She looked up at me with sad, patient eyes. "That's the lie you tell yourself to stay in the dark. But I hope someday you'll choose to step out." I left before she could finish. I cried the entire drive home, big, ugly, shaking sobs that left my chest sore. Who fires their own patient? Who tells someone already heartbroken that they're blocking their own healing? I blocked her number. For a week, I was numb. Then something happened. I opened my journal, the one she had encouraged me to write in, but I had only used it twice. Both entries were about Mark. On impulse, I flipped to a blank page and wrote. What if she wasn't attacking me? What if she was the first person who ever told me the truth? I sat with that question. And the more I let it echo, the more it hurt and made sense. I realized she wasn't wrong. I did cling to pain because it kept me connected to the past. I did reject advice because healing felt like admitting Mark was never coming back. I did sabotage my own progress because being lost felt safer than moving forward alone. And below all of that was the deepest truth. I wasn't heartbroken over Mark. I was heartbroken over who I became while loving him. A woman who abandoned herself. I didn't call Dr. Hale. I didn't ask for her back. But I reread her last words every night. I hope someday you'll choose to step out of the dark. Last week, I did something that would have terrified me before. I booked a session with the new therapist she recommended. Not to vent. Not to spiral. Not to replay old wounds. But to finally start healing. For the first time in a